Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile found...
An isolated mountainous region of China is apparently the home to strange, gigantic creatures resembling albino toads. In this distant forest-strewn corner of China's Hubei province, there are numerous lakes and deep water-filled gorges. While the beauty and natural splendor of the region is undeniable, there are some who claim that far and away the most interesting thing about this district are the gigantic and viciously territorial toad-like creatures that are said to lurk beneath the unfathomable waters. According to local fishermen, Baofeng Lake and other gorges that dot the region are infested with colossal alabaster-skinned amphibious monsters known as Wuhnan toads, whose most disturbing attributes are their allegedly voracious appetites. This phenomena was first brought to national attention in 1962 when a group of terrified fishermen attempted to purge their favorite fishing hole of these beasts by throwing dynamite into their murky domain. The fishermen were not only unsuccessful in their efforts, but were actually chased away from the lake by a massive toad-like menace, which the men, for reasons known only to them, was dubbed Chan. Legend has it that the monstrous Chan pursued the fishermen almost 90 feet beyond the shoreline. The fishermen were understandably reticent to return to the lake, and reports indicate that these pale-skinned monstrosities have continued to plague all those who stray too close to their watery abode. As intriguing as the 1962 episode may be, there's an even more impressive encounter with these unexplained creatures on public record. According to an account printed in the Brisbane, Australia's Courier Mail in 1995, Professor Chin Mok-chun led an expedition of 9 scientists from the Peking University to the remote Wuhnan area in August of 1987 in order to make a scientific study of the region's fauna. As the scientists began setting up camp along the shores of one of Wunan's remote gorges, 3 gigantic animals reportedly surfaced in the lake and began to swim toward them. The stunned men later described the creatures as being toad-like in appearance, with a pale epidermis and large, gaping maws which seemed to exceed a width of 6 feet. The witnesses claimed that the animals' gazes seemed both aggressive and predatory, though these observations are strictly subjective. While these men of science stared in stunned disbelief at the gargantuan beasts that were bearing down on them, one of the creatures suddenly unfurled its gigantic tongue and, before the eyewitnesses could react, lunged forward and snagged one of their camera tripods by its leg and drawing it back into the water. The scientists, of course, watched in awe, and as one might imagine, more than a little terror. The animal proceeded to devour its inanimate prey. As soon as its meal was complete, the expedition members claimed that the remaining animals emitted horrific shrieks before submerging into the depths of the lake and into the annals of the cryptozoological record. Thank you for listening to the Shadowland radio show. If you're listening on the Blackwater Media YouTube channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You can also listen at blackwatermedia.net and the Blackwater Media Facebook page. I'm Dr. William Lester, and I promise to see each and every one of you again on the flip side.